Yeah, y'all. Yeah, y'all. You on point it?
What's happening? What's happening? College Park in the soundproof hunger room. You know how we do. Coming in here, we're gonna give y'all some action-packed conversations, debates, arguments, however you want to call it. But we're gonna go up through that today. We got one of our friends back in the building. Tell the people who you is.
Maui, Bigelow.
How you been, Maui?
I've been good. How you been?
I'm good. Always just keep it in motion. Keep it in motion. 18.
What up, dog? What up, dog? You know it's your boy. Yeah, we know what y'all here to talk about. We ain't talking about that shit today. Nah, I'm just playing. We gonna get into that. Something else. Appreciate your time.
Yes, indeed. Thanks for coming through. And if you ain't here yet, come on in here. You ain't gonna miss too much, but you don't want to miss none of it. Either way, because we got so much to do, we gonna get this thing rolling real quick. Real quick. First and foremost, I wanna give a shout out to all the graduates. This is the graduation season. You got folks graduating from college, high school, going in between elementary to middle school, kindergarten up to the first grade. All of that. Congratulations.
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody. My timeline been full of graduation, so I want to shout out. You feel me? So I want to shout out everybody that's graduating right now. It's graduation season, so shout out to y'all. Another person I want to shout out, young fella named Nixon. Ran up on me and said, "Hey man, you on the show with 18?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Oh, okay.
We on the show together."
I
know that's what you said.
I ain't saying that, Joe. I was rushing too. I was rushing, but I was like, man, I appreciate it. But that's exactly what I was finna say.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, man, I appreciate the support. So shout out Nixon, man. We appreciate the love. Anyway, man, let's go on and get right into it. We're going to start off at the top. We're going to start with the celebrity stuff first and foremost.
Ain't no news?
Nah, I ain't doing no news today because we got a whole bunch of gossip. We got like gossip today.
Y'all know we don't do these.
You know we don't do
shows.
these type shows. So I left the news out.
But it's overflowed.
Nah, because at the end, after we get through with the gossip, we got some. We ain't
gonna be here that long. After we get through this gossip, everybody gonna be talked out.
Listen.
I don't know because we got some.
Y'all brought me up here when y'all cup running over.
Well, I mean, we like to bounce some good information, good stuff out here. You know what I'm talking about? That's what we expect.
You know what I'm saying?
Huh? We're going to start at the top. P. Diddy.
Just do the news noise anyway.
You want me to do the news noise anyway?
Yeah.
P. Diddy. Video finally came out from him abusing Cassie. Now, remember, this video is probably about 10, 15 years old.
It was in 2016.
16. Okay. Yeah. So close. It's about 8 years ago. That's a long time. And if you remember, the case was settled. They went ahead and paid Cassie, $30 million? $30 million. So it's nothing they can do about it. But let's speak on the video. I'll let y'all go first.
Ladies first.
So, in regards to the video was horrible. I think that we already knew that it was some wrongdoing on Sean's behalf. I ain't calling P. Diddy no more because he ain't my friend.
Well, my name's Sean, and I don't like that.
Oh, you don't want to be called?
No, I'm Sean.
Okay.
It's spelled different, though.
I think you Drake Sean.
See, I don't need you to put my government out there.
Put your whole business out there.
But go ahead.
Whole business.
Go ahead.
But, yeah, so Mr. Combs, I mean, I feel like we already knew that because he wouldn't have paid her $30 million had he not been liable for some of the stuff that she said in the complaint. So I feel like we already knew he was guilty. But seeing that video was just the icing on the cake. Because, first of all, we still be cursing though.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
First of all, you narcissist ass motherfucker. Like, why would you sit up here and do all this bullshit back and forth trying to play victim when you know that it was actual content out there? But see, you had already paid them people that $50,000 at that hotel, and you just knew that that video was not going to resurface. But one thing about it, like, it's been so many things that I know people that know Puff Daddy, so I know he a monster. Just, I'm going to say that. But there have been so many things that have been an indicator that he was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, number one, the fact that he paid her off like that. It was something to be said about that. Number two, the fact that J-Lo just, whatever happened with Puff Daddy and J-Lo, when she got from under his thumb, she did not look back. She ain't been with another black man since. She don't really mix it up with the hip hop community like she used to.
Well, she finna get divorced again.
She is.
She's been with a lot of men since.
Listen.
Yeah,
the same.
But we moving on.
The same way men can't keep no women can't keep no man either. Like, so it be everybody.
Oh, okay.
But,
okay.
Everybody. But that. And then it's just been like so many other things. I tell people all the time, if the sheriff come to your house, they looking for you. If the feds come to your house, they already know what they, you know what I'm saying? Like, if the sheriff come to your house, they think you did something. When the feds come to your house, they know what you did. They already have a certain amount of evidence. They already got a certain case built up towards you. They came to his house like they was looking for Osama bin Laden. They already knew what was up. And he already knew what was up. That's why he was at that airport, left his kids at the house, and he was at the airport because he knew what was going on. So it's just like the video is just the icing on a really bad cake. Like, the cake was already made with dog food, and this was the icing on the cake. I'm not shocked at all. He could have kept that apology. So, like I said, when they were talking about it on the Shade Room, I was like, you know, he could have kept that apology because he did not acknowledge Cassie. He didn't acknowledge his mama. Like, okay, you can't say her name. They said in the lawsuit that he can never publicly speak her name. That's in the lawsuit. I found that out today. But you got mama, you got daughters, you got baby mamas. Like, your apology should have been deeper than what it was, talking about you was fucked up. We know.
18.
We do know. You running down the hall butt naked, and that woman left in distress. Like, when a woman leave without her shit, she is in distress. Because I tell you right now, if I get ready to leave here, I'm going to get my bag, I'm going to get my shoes, I'm going to get my family, I'm going to get everything that belonged to me in here before I leave. Because y'all ain't no threat to me.
All right.
When a woman is in distress, she leave with nothing. And that girl was literally barefoot when she left. I put my shoes on before I leave here.
I got you. 18, where you at?
Here we are. Tape came out. It's disgusting. You know what I'm saying? From any man. Just because he famous, that don't make it no more disgusting if the dude around the corner do it. We done seen it before. It's a bunch of it on social media every day. So the shock part about it, I guess, for everybody is they feel connected to him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I listened to half of the the apology. What I've been taught over the years, man, no matter what you're going through, your pain should never be physical. It should be brought up physically on somebody else. You shouldn't have so nobody else should have scars for something that you going through. So that alone, just, I ain't buying it. You got, like she said, you got daughters, you got a mother, you got aunties, you got a community of people that will ride with you if you do right. But he didn't. Sean Combs needs help. You know what I'm saying? He needs help. All of the names that I can't remember all of them. Put all that to the side. Sean Combs need help. One thing we know about life, and we on many levels, real people make money, and then the money make real people fake. I think he caught up in the who he is versus who he need to be. I ain't about to go through this whole cancel Diddy, I ain't going through that. The brother need help, he got to get it. Now, going to hang out with Buddy, I don't think that's who you need to go hang with.
Who you gonna hang out?
I mean, it looked like to me he with Russ. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
He might not be, but it looked like to me he with Russ. You know what I'm saying? No, can't go get you from over there.
Nah. I would say, in which I said before, when anything comes up with celebrities, for the most part, I believe it when it's to this extent, especially with abuse and violence and money. So what you were saying about him, having this money and this and that, you can't tell them people nothing. They feel like they can cover up everything that they do and it'll never come out.
Right.
What that video did was put a picture in motion of what he's been doing for over however many years, because all these allegations just ain't just coming up out the ground for no reason. So imagine that times all the other people that's coming out with these allegations. So all that did was it sometimes people need to see that actual video in order for them to digest whatever. I almost choked.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, when you start doing that, bro.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Wait a minute.
I almost choked.
I said, when you start doing, you see how I look?
Right. I said, nah, I ain't letting that slide.
My boy got nervous.
We ain't doing that.
Take your little drink, bro. Take your little drink.
Nervous.
Well,
Like,
what
so,
you doing?
so you do that?
Right. What's going on?
So it's
from
disgusting. Nah. But it's disgusting, man, and like you said, it ain't even about the cancel culture and all of that stuff. That's just being real about what is happening. Like, you don't put your hands on nobody, bottom line. And to see the way that he did it, it was horrible. To the point it made me want to go put hands on him. And I'm not, you're not supposed to.
That's what Scrappy said today. Did you see his video today?
Nah.
So somebody put out this list of celebrities that have been supporting Diddy. First of all, I know, did y'all see the video of Slim Thug?
I saw Slim Thug come out.
First of all, I went on the Shade Room and commented. I said, number one, Slim Thug would not have had to apologize had he stayed as far away from the conversation as his hairline is from his goddamn forehead.
Wow.
That's number one.
Wow.
That's number one.
Well, he putting houses in the community, so
I don't give a fuck what he is doing. Your hairline is back there. Your forehead is here. That's what you should have been in that conversation, way back there with that shit.
Gracious.
Like, you had no business doing that. It's so free to mind your own business. Like, if Tory Lanez didn't teach y'all to mind y'all own business, like, it's on replay. Like, y'all be capping for these niggas knowing that they done did wrong. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like,
Let me ask you this, though. Can we say it's been cases where it's been about money? So false accusations been had?
Yeah.
Yes.
So anybody got a right to voice their opinion?
I was just talking last night. Anybody has a right to voice their opinion, but voice it with some common sense. It ain't just men. Y'all see Kelly Price done got her big grape ass.
I don't even know where that's going. I don't know where that's going.
I want to let her finish.
Yeah, I'm just letting it go.
So, Kelly Price got up there and she was like, oh, we need to pray for him and we need to offer him grace and this, that, and the other. Then people start getting in her ass. Like, I was like, Kelly, wherever you was during the pandemic when you had people thinking that you was dead, go back there.
Uh-oh.
You
go back there.
You came in here just with all the guns out.
I am, because I'm sick of it. Okay. Like, y'all, I'm not, I fuck with y'all. I fuck with a lot of people. Yeah. But if your behavior is bad and you on some bullshit, I'm not about to co-sign that. You're not gonna make my credit bad.
For sure.
For me co-signing with you.
Yo, I like that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just not. And so Scrappy said today they made this list of all these celebrities who were like speaking on Puppy's behalf, like had his back and all that kind of stuff. Scrappy was like, hold up now. Don't put me on there. Cause I ain't said shit about shit. I already knew he had them beat the lady ass. Cause if he didn't, he wouldn't have gave her no millions of dollars. Which is common sense. And he was like, y'all see me all the time with my mama. Y'all know how I am about my mama, my sister, my children. Like, the women that I deal with, I don't do that. I don't beat no women. I don't condone that. Like, I don't care how much money he got. If he walk by me right now, he can catch the fade. And I'm like, yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is my issue with everybody opinions that knew.
I knew this was gonna come up.
You just as guilty as he is.
Yeah.
Because you knew, and all of a sudden everybody want to come out. I got a story to tell.
Yeah.
You just as guilty as he is.
I
You knew.
understand if you were employed by him, like the bodyguard, not the bodyguard talking. He don't work for him no
He
more.
been talking.
Yeah, he's been talking for a while. He doesn't work for him anymore. A lot of people are just coming from under those NDAs, so I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But all these homeboys and stuff, Ramik with your bunny hop. Yeah, like,
Don't get it out, cause I mean, just say it now, cause you already you've been
it's
shooting
too
since
much.
you got here.
It's too much. Like y'all in this gay Illuminati, I don't know what to say.
I mean, you know, that's part of it.
It is like a lot of this. I ain't gonna even say the Illuminati, but like people do weird shit for money. Like I have not been in spaces with those caliber of celebrities, but I done been in rooms with people with some money, with some millionaires, and they act weird. Like these people on Love and Hip Hop act weird, and they just some thousandaires. Like they make the same or less money than I make at my job. They make less money than we make. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they act weird. Because they got the idea of some coins attached to their name.
I think it just has a lot to do with the industry in general.
It's the industry, but it's also the individual.
Yeah, that too.
It is also the individual.
That too. But I think
the world work off image.
It
right,
does.
and that's
the
what
world
I'm saying.
does. So I mean, we can take it bigger than them.
It does.
Because you can know somebody who ain't got nothing.
Listen, I ain't gonna say I don't have nothing because I definitely do have something, but I don't have nothing compared to Puff Diddy. But I still got an image that I'm going to uphold.
I mean, I'm talking about people with absolutely nothing.
Right. I mean, you look at all the artists that had
artists.
the big name. I say artists. What did I say?
Artists.
I'm from College Park. That had big names and money. It's all good. They had big names and fame and all this stuff.
That got me
but
confused.
by the time you found out what was happening, they was dead broke. So it had absolutely nothing to do with money. It had to do with, like you said, image and the industry.
That's
and
what
all
I'm
that
saying.
stuff. So
like, it's a lot of
y'all still ain't talking about how Dr. Dre did Michelle.
They did talk about it.
Not like they did Puff Daddy. Like I'm not saying that to bring that back up as if you know what I'm saying, but like it's a lot of bad behavior.
It's been bad behavior. Let me tell you
who is so hilarious.
I mean, but we could take bad behavior back to
your granddad.
I mean
to my granddad.
You know what I'm saying? It's Four Tops,
Very
Temptations,
good,
I mean, we could do that all
day.
Marvin Gaye,
absolutely.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
all of that. So it's on Front Street.
The poster child for us as black people.
Whoever hit Halle Berry in her ear.
Absolutely not.
Dave Justice,
Tina Turner.
Nights, whoever.
Yeah.
They made a whole movie about Tina Turner.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
and that is, unfortunately, like, that is a part of our legacy as black people to a certain extent. But you got to think about it. Who's in our own country, chilling, rich, kings and queens. They brought us over here. And the way to control us was to beat us. So then you have a family. You can't get your wife to listen to what you say because she her own person and she got her own shit and she, you know what I'm saying? Like black women gonna black women. So the only way you feel like you could control her is to beat her ass. We beat our kids because we want to have control of. We got to get them in line. So the only way to get them in line is to beat their ass. You know what I'm saying? So, like if you got beef and not me and you, but if you and somebody got beef, you know what I'm saying? Like we have really generationally been trained to do that. But you got common sense. You grown now. Like I tell people all the time, all that shit that you can unlearn anything.
Absolutely. That you want to unlearn. If you want to sit in that low place, in that sunken place, then that's your business. Don't never try to beat me up. Don't ever try to beat me up. Because I'm going to fight you back. You probably going to beat me up. Because I'm a woman, and I know that like God gave men a certain level of strength that he didn't give women.
because he's supposed to protect me. But I'm going to fight you back. I'm going to call all of my cousins. We're going to kill you. Like that.
Okay. Well, all right.
You gotta let them know.
Last thoughts on Puff, man. What you got?
Take people for who they are, not what they show you. It's the stuff that you don't see that you got to believe. What you got, Maui?
I'm that for.
Everybody just take a step back. Look at your own house within yourself. See some things you might need to change. Just work on it. Right.
Okay.
You know what I will say though? I want us to acknowledge the fact that abuse don't always be physical. Like emotional abuse is just as bad as
sometimes it's worse.
Abuse.
Yeah,
It's sometimes worse.
Absolutely.
And somebody said on the internet, and it hit me so hard. They said narcissists don't break your heart; they break your spirit. And when I tell you that is some real ass shit, because motherfuckers it ain't man enough or woman enough, cause women beat men too, but they may not be strong enough to just get in your shit like that, but they will emotionally tear you down and beat you down. And as black people, we gotta stop clowning victims and saying that victims are liars because of the people who victimize them. This is why your daughter is still living with Lil Ray Ray and he beat her ass every day and she ashamed to come home because y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
this is why your son don't want to leave his baby mama, but she cheating on him and she always talking down to him because she make more money than him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We gotta stop it.
Okay, because you said you ain't had nothing, and then you just came
But then
back.
I had some.
Okay.
But that wasn't for Puff Daddy, that was for black people.
Okay.
Sometimes you gotta let the eggs boil.
Let it marinate a little bit. All right.
Pop.
Moving on. We had another industry guy that was performing at the Stockbridge Festival of Music that decided I am going to cut my show short because my security whispered in my ear that they are trying to serve me papers. Tyrese Gibson was in the middle of a concert and heard that he was getting served some papers because he's getting sued by a lot of people. And he just simply sung and walked through the crowd with the microphone, kept singing, and said, "I'm out of here." And he still owed them folk 3 songs. And the next day,
3 songs.
3 songs. It was in the contract.
Wow.
Yeah, in the contract. Next day, he popped up in Saudi Arabia. I mean, Kuwait. Popped up in Kuwait. He running from them papers, y'all. He running from them papers. Talk about it.
I ain't know nothing about it.
I ain't know nothing about it, but I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not saying we gotta give Tyrese no grace for bad behavior, but Tyrese had mental illness. He has a mental issue.
Look,
What's wrong with Tyrese?
We have addressed
You know Tyrese
this
crazy.
I'm
than
for the
asking
longest.
you. Yeah, what's wrong with Tyrese?
Tyrese
He
crazy.
know if he not trying to get his no help. Don't look at us for some
And I
kind of.
hate to call people crazy because that's so bad. But Tyrese needs professional help. I really feel like Tyrese needs to be institutionalized. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because sometimes I have anxiety. I'm not ashamed of it. I used to try to self-medicate. It didn't work. So I take me a little low dose of something every month. Because not every month, but every day because I got to stay balanced.
Okay.
But some people don't have the mental ability to acknowledge the issues that they have. Like they feel like they can keep it in the road. They're like you drunk and you swear you could drive when you drunk and you all over there. You know what I'm saying? Tyrese be all the way over there. Mm-hmm. He need to be somewhere so he can be medicated properly. And then he can re-enter society because he all over the place.
Well, it ain't even just society. It's his life. Like
that's
he's
what I'm
being,
saying.
he's
Like,
been the papers he was getting served by was a director that came to his house that did a video shoot. He goes to celebrities' houses. They do like a biography shoot or whatever, And Tyrese came. Well, the guy said that Tyrese came out and said he paid for the video, and the guy never gave him the video. And the guy said, "No, you're lying, and now you messing with my money."
Now you
so now I'm finna sue you. So those are the papers he was getting served. But he also has papers from his ex-wife about his children and child support. So he got a lot going on, and it ain't got nothing. But the thing is, he continuously wants to come on the internet. He does all this foolishness, and he wants to come on the internet.
It's a check.
Because, like he said earlier, like the image is so important to people.
It's a check. You don't think 10,000 people gonna watch the Tyrese clip?
Yeah,
Or
but
more than that? It's
I don't
a
know
check.
I don't know if he making money off of
What
you know when he
come on?
posts stuff.
Instagram?
He was on. I don't know what he was on.
It's checks. It's
I
checks
don't
for
know
that.
what he was on.
That's in a business sense. That's a smart thing. Somebody gonna watch it. All you need is so many people to watch it. Cut a check.
Well, now what I found out legally now that once you have been documented that papers were being served to you and you got away from it, they don't have to serve. No, they don't have to serve you papers after that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
When he get back to the States, he finna have to deal with it.
It's still the same thing.
That's why he left.
Yeah.
It's still the same thing. It don't matter. You can't stay over there forever because
Right.
you even got the money to stay over there forever because this is expensive to stay over there.
Guess Fast and Furious does.
Right.
He gonna run out of gas. Moving on.
Definitely.
What else you got?
Let's talk about the Kendrick Lamar and Drake diss tracks. I'll go ahead and say what I had to say. I told y'all when we had the discussion, I said I was with J. Cole when he bowed out from the beginning. And I told y'all why. I told y'all I didn't want to see none of the Tupac, the Biggie stuff come back up. And everybody said, oh, you're taking it too seriously, blah, blah, blah. But at the end, this, whatever. I still stand with J. Cole. I didn't care for the diss track season because it just set a trend for all these other people to want to come out and try to make these diss tracks about stuff that you've been holding on for 10, 15 years.
Part of hip hop, dog.
Well,
it's a part of the culture.
It's part of hip hop.
Hey, it's
what
trash.
I say
it's trash.
I understood what Biggie was saying. Not Biggie. Lord, nah, I don't went to
I'm
heaven.
about to say, you thought of Big?
I don't went to heaven or wherever Biggie at.
You might need to take another dose of that. What you?
I understood what Boosie was saying. Did y'all see him on the?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay. So Boosie was saying that he don't like the beef, the hip hop beef, because where he's from, in New Orleans, like they'll kill you and they'll chop you up. But he was like, like where he's from, like people end up dead behind beef. And so he was like, he don't like it because of that. But I do agree, like, that's part of hip-hop culture. Like, one of my favorite songs is Ether. And I'm a huge Jay-Z fan. But the way Nas sliced and diced Jay-Z on Ether, it was epic. But, and Kendrick, Drake, well, maybe Kendrick. But Drake and J. Cole ain't killing nothing.
Now, wait a minute.
Ain't no light-skinned rapper
I
killing
don't think
nothing.
none of them.
And J. Cole
ain't none of them killing
I don't even think Kendrick. I mean, but I know that Kendrick is connected to gang culture, so that's why I'll say that.
You don't think Drake can pay for somebody?
That's all he gonna do is pay. But I don't even think he'll do that. Like,
I mean, if a bullet from my homeboy versus a painkiller is a bullet that can kill, so I don't want to put that past him.
And then now the game saying that Puffy
that's
had
what
to get out of.
That's what I said. See, he came out and went after Rick Ross. It's like that whole track, the whole diss track season was just it was.
And then
it was
Drake,
comical
it kind of, I feel like it exposed Drake, because Drake, you're not that nigga. Like you really are a white boy. Like when Rick Ross called you a white boy, and I ain't even no big Rick Ross fan, but you really are a white boy. Like you not even that nigga like that.
Well, if you know hip hop, Drake is pop. He's
pop.
not what he didn't have no reason to, well, he had his personal
But you
reasons, but when
always
you're talking about
like
musically, you had no reason to go after Kendrick. But they had some personal stuff or whatever the case
And then
may
you
be.
just doing the most, because now you're going at the Metro. You know how Future and Metro roll. So now Future got to decide even though like 21 Savage, he said like I'm gonna let them figure that out. I ain't got nothing to do with it. And that's what you should do. Like if y'all start beefing, I'm still gonna be talking to both of y'all. I'm still gonna
ain't got nothing to
do
with
me. Yeah, exactly.
Ain't got to do with me.
We ain't telling you to choose
like,
sides.
I ain't finna take no sides. Like y'all go on. But I don't know. I feel like at this point it's deeper than rap. Like y'all done talked about each other kids. Like y'all, Kendrick, you done made a whole song about this man whole goddamn family tree. You can't come back from that. And honestly, Kendrick don't want to come back from that. Like when I tell people
Drake.
all the time,
You said Drake don't want to come back from.
no,
Kendrick.
Kendrick can't. Kendrick don't want to come back from that. Like he done laced they ass. You done talked about the man mama, his daddy, his son. Like
Lyrically, it was on point.
It was perfection.
It was on point.
It was perfection.
Man.
Like that, they not like us. Like that is perfect.
Hey, team, where you at with it?
For this every generation got one, man. Everybody got a beef. Everybody got an epic battle. That's just what it was for this one.
It wasn't even no epic battle though.
It was epic.
Absolutely.
It was.
You talking about a guy who's globally one of the most popular hip hop artists, whatever class you want to put him in, since probably Fresh Prince.
He the Michael Jackson
like,
of rap.
Yeah, like
He
for
is.
real. Like you can't. I don't listen to a lot of his music.
Me neither.
Y'all make my ass hurt.
But
y'all start
you
putting
can't.
Michael Jackson name with these other motherfuckers. But go ahead.
I mean, Mike played with kids. I mean, so, I don't know why your ass hurt. You know what I'm saying? But
maybe he was back there.
Just the whole. They needed it. They needed to find out. Everybody need to find out who number one. Cole decided I ain't got it, so let me get out of this early.
I don't think he decided he could.
He decided. The man.
He didn't want to mess with Kendrick.
2 days.
He didn't want to mess with Kendrick. He didn't want to mess with Kendrick.
Once you put it out there, let it fly.
See, that's why people don't be wanting to be the bigger person.
Man.
That's why people don't be wanting to be the bigger person. Now you talking about J. Cole ain't got
If he wanted to be a bigger man, he should have just said it out. He shouldn't have said nothing.
At first you can't.
That's just like punching somebody and then say, "Hey man, I ain't mean it. I'm sorry."
You know, some people get hyped by the crowd and by people.
Nah, ain't. At that point, you don't have an option but to battle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You done started.
Yeah, you done started.
Yeah.
I think they the two heavyweights of their time. So they got to figure out who on top. We liked it when Jay-Z and Nas did it.
I loved it.
We liked it when Kool Moe D and KRS One, Big Daddy Kane, when all of them did. MC Shan, we liked it then. We liked it when LL and Cannabis did it. This is just what they got.
Ice Cube and Common.
Man, Ice Cube. We like
But you know what? I feel like these young folks, they don't know how to appreciate it the way we know how to appreciate it.
I mean, they like it because it's disrespectful. It ain't really. That's all they about. They like to disrespect it.
Yeah.
Like it was cool if it was lyrically a lyrical battle, but this is just all disrespect.
It is a little lyrical because Kendrick came with it.
It's all disrespect. Y'all talking about people, kids.
Yeah, you don't be talking
about a fake daughter. Like,
come on now.
Yeah, y'all going a little bit too far. You know what I'm saying? So it's tasteless, but the kids like it. You know what I'm saying? This is their music, so this is part of their music.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, so
I say what I had to say on it, man.
I'm all for it. Battle it out. Somebody got to quit.
Well, it's done. Drake said I'm done.
I don't think he's done yet. Somebody ain't got here yet. I don't think it's done yet. One thing about Drake, he's strategic.
He's strategic and he petty. And if we're gonna talk about beef,
and
if y'all thinking this is a Tupac Biggie all over again, I don't understand it.
Oh
like,
no, it ain't
this
that.
ain't nowhere near that.
No, it's not.
Let me tell you something.
All of this brought up something because Drake, one of his bodyguards got shot at his house. Now, that was from one of this other guy he was trying to sign.
He took a check. He said, man, I'm about to shoot you in the chest, man. I'm
right, and the guy was like, nah.
Somebody got to take this one.
Yeah, but this happened when all this stuff popped up. So I'm saying it, of course, it's not Biggie and Tupac, but some of the repercussions could still lead down that way. Because now, family,
he talking about his kids, like, Tupac ain't talk about Biggie kids, but if you really want to aggravate a nigga.
First of all, fuck
your bitch.
and the click you
and the click.
You ain't
so
even got to talk about my kid.
Fuck your wife
You know
and your homeboy.
How come every time you hear that, you can hear the song playing already?
It's like the spirits of the slaves come up.
And I see him with them Timberlands on that white background and that vest just going in. That's all I see.
What?
But anyway.
I don't care. You could be.
I'm not surprised, Julius, you hit him up. I'm not surprised.
Wow. I ain't never heard nobody say that.
I
hit him up.
have.
Yeah.
It must be y'all friend that had called talking about child support.
He just ain't that. I mean, that ain't his thing. I get it.
He must be from the
I
church.
get it.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Leave Julius out for leave Julius.
Yeah, what else we got, man?
We gonna support.
Moving on.
No, but before we start talking about beef, this might not be on the list.
Go ahead.
But y'all Atlanta people
Hold
got to acknowledge college Paul Sean.
Uh-huh.
You got to acknowledge the fact
What's his name?
that
What's his
college
name?
Paul Sean. You got to
At least
acknowledge
it
the
was deep.
fact that Chris Brown, Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we go high. From now on, when they go low, I go Chris Brown. Because the way Chris Brown ate Quavo ass
Pause.
up.
Pause.
Big ball.
Pause. Let me tell you something. I'm 46.
40.
Quavo ain't never been in my playlist, my
He's still
iPod.
Atlanta.
No,
He's
he
still
ain't.
y'all Atlanta.
He ain't Atlanta.
Where?
That's Gwinnett.
Lawrenceville.
That's what Gwinnett. He ain't Atlanta. Okay, so let's get that
The
straight.
Metro Atlanta
Here y'all
area.
going.
Okay,
That.
but
Right.
but let him do his thing. He put
But if you
on.
don't stay in City Hall, y'all motherfuckers swear they ain't from Atlanta.
The thing is, he put on. He put on for the city. You got to give them respect because they
But
created a sound.
My
but
thing is, they did create
they
a sound.
created
I
a
got
sound.
nothing but love
You know,
for them.
but I'm not saying them my
But
Atlanta
what I'm
folks.
saying is, Quavo, you done wrote all these songs for everybody else. You done put everybody else on. You mean to tell me you couldn't write no song for yourself after this man done said what he said about you? And he's not even a rapper. But y'all know not to play with Chris Brown because Chris Brown is from Virginia. And it's certain people that you don't play with. People from Virginia, people from Detroit, Louisiana, and Baltimore. You don't play with them because they'll do anything. And then Florida, man, but people from, I feel like Florida really ain't even a part of this United States no more. Especially not Miami. Like, them motherfuckers is not, they is not in the union.
Damn.
No, they're not.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna speak on that because
Shout out to Miami.
And stop saying you 46. I'm 46. I'm about to be 47.
it's all right. But that just telling you I don't listen to Migos and Quavo. So
You
that
don't listen to the Migos.
that really don't do
All
nothing
them
for me.
ad libs. Mama.
But yeah, so yeah, you wanted to. I let you have that. So we're gonna move on.
Okay.
All right.
I won.
You got it. That wasn't even an argument.
Yeah,
so-
I remember
The
saying that.
podcast
yeah,
beef.
yeah, we're
I
not doing
remember
that.
saying that before.
We're not doing
I
it.
won.
Moving on, WNBA. We've talked about it for the last damn near every show for the last month or
About
so.
Last month.
And they're still they're getting a lot of steam off of a lot of different things, but it all stems from Caitlin Clark. What's happening now is that right now, Asia got her shoe deal. I'm gonna double back on that.
We did.
Also, the Dream here in Atlanta, when Caitlin Clark comes, they're gonna play in State Farm
They are.
because they know they're gonna sell tickets. Also, Caitlin Clark got her own private flight. They got chartered flights, which the WNBA did not. We spoke on that before. Now all of the teams get chartered flights. So to go back to everything we've been saying about Caitlin Clark and how people make it a race thing and this and that, and I'm one of those people, but I'm also one of those people that if this is the second coming, if this is what's going to bring people out to supply more money and fill these seats so that these ladies can get paid for what y'all been saying they should be getting paid and this and that, let it be what it's going to be, but make sure it's fair across the board and spread it out. But she is what's bringing everything into this situation. So what y'all got on that?
I don't want to say that. Let's say this. Let's say it was already planned for them to get private flights this year, charter flights. Let's say that was already there, because they've been complaining about that for years.
Let's say it's white privilege.
Hold on, let me finish. You can't say it's white privilege in a sport where it's dominantly black women. You can't say that.
Okay, but the dominantly black women were not getting. Okay, go ahead.
The white women wasn't on the planes either, so you really can't say that. Let's say that was already in effect. The shoe deal, who buying them? That's my thing about when people complain about stuff. The shoes they go on sale like a week later because nobody pays for them. Nobody wears them. Everybody wearing Jordans and Dunks.
That's true.
Like let's keep it a buck. We complaining about this black lady not getting shoes, but nobody's buying them.
So if that's the argument, the other two white women that's in the league that have shoes already,
nobody's buying them.
But they have contracts. That's the point. It's not even about who's buying them. It's the point that they have shoes.
It's about what they complaining about.
Winner.
But the thing is, if ain't nobody buying them, who care?
The person that's creating, the person that's out there that says, I want a shoe contract and I'm doing everything to win and I got the stats, I got the trophies.
Nobody was even going to the games. Y'all complaining about shoes now?
Hey.
Like, I'm just being honest.
I'm honest with you. Ain't nobody going to them games.
Nobody's going to the game. I mean, any game that little white girl in sold out.
I went to the Barclay to a game and I got to sit in the 40-40 section, the SJZ section. For a little bit of money, because it wasn't nobody there.
Ain't nobody there.
I mean, nobody is supporting the WNBA like that. So I do understand that, but I will say that anytime a black woman can do 18 backflips, and a white woman can do the same 18 backflips, and because that bitch is white, and when I say bitch, I mean anybody with a pussy. I ain't trying to.
I got you. We know you going. We know you going.
But because that bitch is white, oh my God, she is so amazing. She just did 18. She just did 18. It's just the way that the world is. Now, what I will say is that because that's the way the world is, it ends up always being beneficial for black people. You know what I'm saying? That's like, what the white boy name? The white boy. Who? But anyway, the little white rappers. I can't think of them. Jack Harlow. Oh. Yeah, they act like Jack Harlow was like that guy. It wasn't that he was that guy. It was that he was that white guy.
Which is the market.
Who
are the most consumers of hip hop?
White people.
White people.
In the store.
Who for is that?
Hours.
So I mean, okay, let's back. Let's hold on. Let me back up.
Let him finish.
You finished?
No, I'm just saying. I was gonna agree with what you said. It's how I feel about WNBA too.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
Because we can do all the crime we want to. Even black women ain't going to the games. We just had a black. Let me finish. We just had a black woman on the show 2 weeks ago that said, "I don't even watch it." She like, I'm not even interested in it. But she like, I'm into football. She's into men's sports for whatever reason. At the point that the people that can make it go, not even trying to make it go,
nothing you can do about it.
Y'all wasting time, man. Let's get another team so the black players that get cut from these teams, because there's no place for them to play, because there's only so many spots, so they have a place to play. Like the argument is bigger than a pair of shoes that ain't nobody buying.
It is, because I
and everybody in that arena, let's be clear, all them players in them arenas that now that people going to see, they grateful that little white girl there, man.
Indeed.
Like let's not play. They was on TV at 2:00 the other day when she played the Liberty. I ain't never seen them interview a whole team on the floor. That was something new, but it was sold out. Yeah. So they grateful. They might not want to say it out loud. They grateful she there.
Yeah, they are.
Like let's not. It's not a thing of. It's a money thing, and I'm gonna keep saying that. We done seen many black players go through this where they ain't getting they due. But they ain't been getting they due in the WNBA since it started. And nobody cried about it then. You know what they said? Turn it off. Ain't nobody watching it.
Because they don't see the value.
So now that the viewing is going up, now everybody want to nitpick on what need to be there and all that, but y'all don't even watch the games. Y'all ain't going.
Right.
I agree with you on that. That's just like they arguing about the pay. Like they're not producing the same revenue that the NBA is. So no, you're not about to get paid what damn.
Like what Vegas about to get? They getting investigated for the players making $100K.
Yeah.
What is it? A game or a year?
I think it was a year.
A year.
Yeah.
There's somebody giving them $100K. Like let them people make that money.
Make their money. Yeah.
Y'all, because if they pull the sport, you know what everybody gonna say? Man, they should have kept it around. Why?
Because y'all wasn't going to.
Y'all wasn't going to games. Y'all ain't buying the merchandise.
Right.
Nothing. Shout out to my homeboy DeMar. He bought season tickets to a place he don't even live.
Right. And he's a sports fanatic. He all over.
Yeah, he all over the place with it. You know what I'm saying?
Support.
So let's pick the better fights, man. I'm tired of hearing about that. What else they got going? Can she win a game? You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at. Matter of fact, they own now. They play it at 7. They said every game she playing is televised but 2. Every game, dog.
And that's money.
That's money.
That's money.
They don't even care about who the champion is no more. Who got the money coming in?
Yeah.
That's what we rolling with.
Yep. All right. That's all we got on the celebrity athlete situation. I guess we can get into some real life stuff now.
We ain't put the kicker on there?
Yeah, y'all can talk about it. I ain't got nothing to say about it.
Why not?
Okay. Kansas City kicker comes out. He does a commencement speech, and he literally just said women need to stay at the house. Gay folks, y'all foolish, y'all crazy.
Priest.
He
Y'all
just put it all out there. He just put
it all.
Yeah, he did.
I ain't know nothing about that.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he went in. To me, people are let me tell you, just because somebody makes a certain amount of money and they're a celebrity does not mean that their values are going to align with yours. So when you invite this guy to a commencement speech and you don't know where this dude really, where his values lie, I ain't mad at him for speaking his truth, because I'm the type of person that if you're racist, I prefer for you to have your Confederate flag on your Ford F-150. So I know.
Damn, they got to have Ford F-150.
It's Ford, that's their truck of choice. Truck of choice. So I'm okay with it. But you got to understand. Nah, they be Ford folks.
Ford tough.
They be Ford tough. But I'm for just knowing where you coming from. I ain't got to like you, but I appreciate you for telling me up front so I can know how to deal with you. So, yeah, I ain't mad at them. Look at the people that brought them in there. So
let me ask y'all this: in the society we live in now, where everybody want the man to be the breadwinner, or a lot. Let's say a lot, because I don't know everybody. But a great deal want the man to be the breadwinner, take care of everything. They make a house, a home. Mm-hmm. This is the big thing right now, right? Mm-hmm. The man gets up there and says it. Go to school, that's fine if you want to do that. But just get ready to be a wife, be a homemaker. That's what he said. Mm-hmm. Now everybody in an uproar. What side we rolling on this? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy because he just said when everybody the man should be a breadwinner, take care of the house, blah, blah, blah.
Well, see, and I'm going to say this, and I don't care. I know women going to be mad. Fight me, sis.
You about fighting today.
Women, we be all over the place with shit. We want to be taken care of. We want to be taken care of a lot. The idea of a man taking care of a woman, like, that just make their pussy wet.
Okay.
But the idea of you sitting your ass down somewhere and listening to a man,
right,
and letting a man be a man.
Say what?
And cleaning up.
Say what?
And cooking. And making sure them dishes washed when he get home. And making sure them children in the bed and they clean and sleep and all that kind of shit. Like, we don't want to do all that.
Another one.
Let me ask you this. Is it the fact that some people want it done, or the fact that he just said it? Like, a lot of people can do things.
It's the fact that he said it that's problematic.
Like, I could...
it ain't no problem for me.
Right. Yeah, we ain't talking about you.
Like, if it don't apply, it don't fly.
Right.
It ain't no problem to me. Right. But what I'm saying is, like, a lot of people... They know people behind closed doors that talk the same shit.
Right.
But because he said it out loud,
right,
and because other people feel like it's problematic, now you got to say it's problematic too. Bitch, you know damn Ray told your ass that shit last week.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
had no problem with it.
We see this argument all day.
But these people got to stop bringing all these random motherfuckers to these graduations that don't. Y'all done gave.
This
Y'all
ain't his
done
first time,
gave
though.
Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
y'all don't do your
Yeah,
research.
we talked
Y'all done
about
gave
Joe
Joe
Biden.
Biden a whole doctoral from Morehouse. And I said this on Shade Room, and this black man came to try to challenge me because I was like, I know 1,000 black men.
Absolutely.
Y'all included that
Right.
could have got a doctoral from Morehouse.
Joe Biden had no business down there.
They might as well have got me down there.
And everybody, the staff, the students, alumni,
Nobody.
all of them said that they didn't want it, but the president, the guy in power that's pushing the
I
pen,
bet you he ain't gonna be
stood
there
up
long.
for it.
No, he's gonna be
won't.
working for Joe Biden.
What you was saying, Ralph? Because Mao, you good for just jumping in there and taking.
I am. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I mean, he addressed everybody. He got everybody together. What he said about the priests, I agree with. You know what I'm saying? What he said about them priests, I agree with. He said y'all went from standing on business to y'all just go along to get along. I ain't capping.
Get that money.
You know what I'm saying? He addressed everybody. So I ain't mad at what he said. Like the Catholics more mad at me. I was like, dang, go ahead, white man. You know what I'm saying?
And
I
then
was
that's
like, okay.
another thing. It be the messenger. We be getting mad at the messenger.
Absolutely.
Leroy said that you are
and,
right.
and
with
of course, everybody, went with the whole, oh man, he a millionaire. You know what I'm saying?
Kickers don't make that.
And
much
that's what my thing. I mean, he make enough where she ain't got to work.
Right,
You know what
she
I'm
ain't
saying?
got to work, but they ain't.
And they went with that whole angle, and I was just like, I mean, it's a dude around the corner that might feel the same way he feel. He said, man said he put his religion before everything, and that's what he was standing on. I ain't mad at that.
Right.
I am not mad at that at all.
There's poor black people at somebody's church right now
Saying the same thing.
that feel the exact
Absolutely.
same way,
Absolutely.
giving their pastor every dime they got that
Huh.
they can't even afford to give.
Right.
Struggling, and they pastor got on Gucci right now.
They just locked one of them up for that too.
They need to.
Yeah, the one up in New York.
Am I saying that women should do all these years of college just to get ready to be a housewife? No. But you got to make a choice now. You can't argue one way and then the other way at the same time. Like,
Right.
y'all
But
gotta make a choice.
you know what you getting. If me and you done been dating for 3 years,
Right.
we get engaged. The whole time we dating, you talking about, oh, you gonna have these kids, you gonna do this, you gonna stay home,
Right.
I'm gonna make this money.
Right.
I already know I'm marrying a
No,
man
you're
that
wrong.
want me to stay
He-
at
he
home.
want a housewife.
He want a
Yeah.
housewife.
Yeah.
So
No, you're
I'm
wrong.
either gonna be a housewife
Or
I'm gonna
Get out here and
put
get
these
my own.
degrees to work.
Right,
Like
absolutely.
that's it.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't care if I have went to college. You know I went to college.
Right.
But the whole time I'm in college, you helping me through college. You helping me get these degrees. You telling me once you get these degrees, you finna have these 8 babies.
Boom.
And I'm finna buy this mansion.
Right.
And I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna make this money. And you gonna stay home.
Talk
I already
that.
know that. You done said that.
You done,
Sure enough.
you done been lining it up for years.
Right.
For years you done lined that
So
up.
what I'm mad for?
Yeah.
No reason to be. You know what you're getting into.
I mean, that's just what it is, man. Like,
Yeah. Okay. Let's go on to this one. We touched on this a little bit more, but we touched on it before, but we didn't have a lady in here to talk about it. We talked about.
I don't be no lady all the time.
Oh, okay. Well, a woman. What would you, when you're not a lady, what do you? All right, what we gonna do is we gonna keep,
I be freak in the morning, freak in the evening, just like me.
oh Lord,
I don't be
When
no
it-
lady all the time. I be cursing and carrying on.
it's all good. Y'all got to be three-dimensional. Anyway, we talked about dating younger. Is it more acceptable for men to date younger than it is for women to date younger? Now we're gonna let you jump on this one first.
When it is definitely more acceptable for men to date younger. When men date younger, they're a player, got some swag about themselves. You know, they like it's okay. When women date younger, you're a cougar. You whoa out. You know that young boy don't want you.
Wow.
You playing yourself. He using you. Like God forbid you get you a young tender.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be taken care of. Like it ain't no way in the world that society is gonna think anything else other than you a sugar mama. Auntie out here taking care of these little boy.
Let me ask you this. So when we look at the dynamic, this goes just exactly what we just finished talking about. So if I'm the breadwinner, which usually when you start talking about being younger and this and that, as a guy, most of guys date younger because they already know I got all the stuff that you need or that you want. You can just come into the fold.
Mm-hmm.
So why is it a problem if a woman has that and the guy comes into the fold? Now it's an issue.
Because society has told women that they are not supposed to lead in relationship.
Does
Like
that necessarily
women-
mean financial? I mean, you can lead in other ways outside of
But
money.
yeah, you can lead in other ways. But like if you are older, they automatically assume that you got more money, you making the money. Like these young men, they ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's not true. For me, I always tell I hate to see a young girl dating any man that is more than 10 years her senior.
Okay.
The reason why is because men, I feel like, and y'all don't get offended, but men already mature at a slower pace than women. That's been proven for the most part. Men mature at a slower pace than women.
Right.
So, like, if you 20 and you get you a 45-year-old man, like, he already is fixed. His mind is already fixed on who he is, on what he wants from life, on what his expectations are. Then here come your young ass. You still want to be thotting and bopping at the club, which you are entitled to do that.
Go
like,
sexy.
Get it sexy.
I don't know.
Like, I feel like, like your 20s and your early 30s are your time to be young and dumb if you're going to be young and dumb. You don't need that to be muted and downplayed by this old ass man who done exhausted all his options with women that were his age, that, had like these expectations of, like you immature and all this kind of stuff. Like, I just don't like that. Same thing with women. I feel like women mature at a faster pace than men. So now your old ass done got this young boy. He ain't got nothing but dick and dynamite. And 9 times out of 10, he fresh out of dynamite. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
And it be a lot of times it be a control issue.
I agree
like
with you on that.
can really, like, I know women who date younger dudes who really, like, take care of them.
So that's the same with men and younger women?
It is the same thing.
So what's the problem?
It's not a problem for me. Like, I feel like it's wrong on both sides.
Okay.
But I think that society feel like they put all this negative talk, they put them out on women so bad when it comes to them dating younger dudes. As opposed to, like men. Like,
But society has made it that we're supposed to be the providers, not looking at everybody's personal situation. And that's what society is wrong. You can't always go off of society. So if society say I'm supposed to be breadwinner, this and that, that's just like saying if I marry somebody that makes money,
with somebody your age though.
you might just like young tender.
What if it ain't financial? Like,
it might not be financial.
what if
Sometimes it
it's-
be sexual.
it ain't even that. Maybe just,
The old ass maybe want to get that deep though.
but just like you got older men who might just want a vibrant
You're
younger
right with
woman.
me,
He
man.
might just want somebody that ain't trying to go to bed at 8:00. He might want somebody to stay up all night.
That's true.
And vice versa on that. I know women that I've dealt with 5-10 years older than me. They just like the fact that I make them feel young. You know what I'm saying? Versus, we can talk about our hips are together. I'm 56. We the same man.
We all 5 6 all the way across the table.
Like, so I mean,
I'm trying to see.
sometimes it's just about, hey man, I done dealt with this person forever, and I'm ready for something new. And that new might be younger on both sides of it.
I mean, listen, you can't help the heart want what it want, and you can't help fall in love with
this
it.
line ain't got nothing but no heart.
We don't fell in love. We
Something to do
don't
with
fell
that
in love
unit.
with some complete
That
gutter.
unit.
We don't fell in love with some. But like, you want what you want. Now, what I think is disgusting is Russell and Kimora daughter with that 70-year-old man.
She left him, but that was disgusting.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
But a lot of that is because of what you have seen. Like,
Part of grooming.
that is grooming,
part of-
but that is also generational bull crap. Because your daddy
daddy
got your
did.
mama
Your
and
daddy
did.
groomed your mama like that.
Yeah.
Now y'all want to be
True.
upset about the situation, but that's what y'all presented to them.
I mean, granddaddy
They're
did
a
with grandma
product of
too
that.
back in the day.
Like that, you're a product of
Look,
that.
T says, what's a good age difference each way, older or younger? 5 to 8 or less.
I feel like anything more than 10, either way, it's too much. It's 10 too much for me, T.
Okay.
It's too much.
How you think about that, bro?
The
The years.
Unless you're like older. So like, I feel like
stream
if
of delayed.
Like,
But,
yeah, like 50-year-old and 60-year-old, it is what it is.
I mean, you date what you can handle. I refuse to date somebody 10 years younger than me. That ain't me. I ain't into that.
Yeah.
That's just.
And I'm already my dad calls me old man, so I know I got an old man spirit. So there's no way I can date somebody that, and like you said, women they do mature a lot faster. But because I'm like 60 in spirit, I can't deal with somebody that's 35 and
You
younger.
don't know that, man. She might be mature for her age. You never know.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. But
Sometimes that's
yeah.
a factor too. Women tell me, have told me, Like you know a lot for your age. And I'd be like, I've been through a lot.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So why would I'm sorry, go ahead.
But we hearing that the stream experience is choppy, and I know that does happen when we go over an hour. So
are we out? Oh, we are, huh? Okay. I'm gonna keep going though.
Okay.
We're gonna keep going.
Do your thing.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going because it's being recorded. You can check us out on YouTube at Soundproof Homeroom on YouTube anytime. Hit the like button as well. If you're in the room, just go out, hit the like button, come back. That helps us out. Either way, we're finna get back to these discussions. While we're talking about what society does and the stereotypes. I hope I'm not saying her name wrong. Quinta Brunson, Abbott Elementary. She is married to a white man. She went on the show and she talked about how she keep her marriage private because she's married to a white man. And a lot of people were just okay with it. And in society, a lot of times when black women marry white men, it's more acceptable than when black men marry white women. Why do you think that is?
It's still society. Like it's still like a standard that has been created for black women. Like the expectation is for black women to be 20 toes down, and we ain't got but 10 by black men. And I'm not saying that shouldn't be our reality, because it's definitely my reality. I wouldn't, But I mean, a lot of black men aren't choosing black women, and a lot of black women, like, they're overwhelmed with the search and rescue of trying to find a black man. And black women want to live a soft life and be loved a certain way so bad that they are willing to, like, go to the left. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if y'all I don't know how much y'all be on social media, but it's this little video trend going on social media right now about the black wife effect. Mm-hmm. So white men,
I saw that.
Yeah.
I did see
so
that.
white men are showing themselves
Asian
before.
Too. I saw Asian one as well.
Okay. But so they making these videos, these before and after videos about, how they was looking like goddamn Hank Aaron Jr. and then they married a black woman and now they look like John B. And so I don't know. Like, I don't feel like there should be a difference. But I have heard black women like dog black men because they've been with a white woman. And I'm like, girl, everybody is entitled to a preference. People not falling in love with skin color. Like, some people aren't. Like, for me personally, I'm not about to date nobody. I want me a black man. Like Beyonce, I want to have a big nose with afro. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But because I am so conscious about that, like, I'm not even going to entertain a man. Like when they say a man found a wife, he found a good thing. Like, you really don't have to find me, pursue me, blindfold me, tie me up, drag me back to the room like Puff Daddy Cassie and all that kind of stuff, because I don't have a desire to be with anybody other than a black man.
Okay. 18.
I mean, I'm I don't see nothing but black women. That is what it is to me. As far as what people do, she make a point. You know what I'm saying? She made a good point, actually. A lot of black women tired of waiting to be chosen by a black man. When you got all these other men coming at her, she tired to wait for her Prince Charming to be a brother. Mm. This passport thing with the brothers is taking over. Where,
pay your child support.
Brothers feeling like they ain't got to deal with what comes with black women, which probably comes with all women, but it's so highlighted with our own women. So they went overseas and getting one. I was listening to a podcast on my way over here where a brother was just advocating for brothers to get passports to go overseas and just do what he do, and then bring them back. You know what I'm saying? But we've seen that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
White men do it too, though.
I mean, they've been doing it, but it's popular with us. Like, we're starting to understand that we can get outside of Florida, we can get outside of California. We ain't got to go to Jamaica now. Mm. We get out and see the world. So that's happening at a larger rate. I don't know, man.
Let me tell you what I do find problematic. When you say, now I know you said your preference is black women, so it just is what it is. But I hate when black men like have this whole set list of shit that they expect a black woman to bring to the table in order for them to be wife material. You know what I'm saying? Then y'all will go and marry Mama June, boo boo mama. 2 weeks after you met her, like, she ain't got no shoes on the bottom of her feet, nasty. She got milk mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like it. Y'all know what that is.
Look, my take on what you just said, the last thing you specifically said, a lot of times people, they go for what they're not used to. And when you feel something different, when you, like this guy, he was talking about, he was giving a class on how to love a black man, and he said the first class was all white women. The second class, it was more Latino women. He said there's not that many black women that come in there for that class. So me knowing a lot of, like, my brother played overseas. I know people that have traveled overseas and dealt with a lot of different women, like you were saying. And a lot of times it's more of the ease of something that you haven't had dealing with black women all your life. So now that you get something that's just easier, not saying it's better, it's easier. Mm-hmm. You're willing to be like, I like this. I'm jumping in. And then when you get in, you say, oh, dang, this, whatever, this,
and
this,
black
and
women,
that. You know, so.
I hate to say this because, you know, I love me some black women. But a lot of black women don't feel like they need to know how to love a black man. Mm. Like, a lot of black women, and I know this for a fact because I am in community and conversation with a lot of black women. A lot of black women feel like they're going to get back here. Like, the expectation.
It's hard, but real.
The expectation is that you need to bring something to the table for me. You need to take care of me. Like, a lot of black women do not have the we mindset that they should. Mm. And the black men are now beginning to understand they want to have a soft life, too. Like, they want peace too. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, they want to be able to come home and take their shoes off and take a bath and get their dicks up and eat some food and you know what I'm saying? Right. Like, they don't want to have to worry about little Ray and got put back in the 5th grade and ain't nobody went to the parent teacher conference. Like, they want some peace too.
Yeah. Well.
They call them ass.
Yeah, they do. Mm. But that to me, that's not sassy. Like, that's life. Like, everybody deserves to have something good. Like, y'all be acting like these men don't go through nothing. Y'all don't ask them how their day going.
Talk to them.
Like, your feet stink. Let me wash. Let me clean your shoes out. Let me change the insoles.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
You been working all day on the concrete floor. Your knees hurt. Let me rub the knees. I'm been all day.
But sometimes if you ain't never seen love like that, that don't even register to you.
That's how people say. Some people that was born in the struggle, they never seen love. Like, they build relationships different.
Yeah, definitely.
And I understand that because it took me a while to grow into understanding how to love somebody, how to treat somebody.
What if I said this, but don't even know how to love themselves?
Yeah, so how you gonna love somebody else if you don't know love yourself?
Like, the issues go deeper and deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
You
know what that means?
Gotta get up out of here.
You ain't got to go home. You got to get up out of here. Yeah. You know, Maui, thank you once again for gracing us with your presence and energy and words, guns, and violence.
I know, I came wrong. Y'all ain't gonna have me back no more.
Killing people and everything else.
You folks, you make 2 rounds. You make 2 rounds. You folks now.
Oh, okay, I take a pop up over the
They walk through here, record. She walk. Come on, go take a seat. Yeah, take a seat. Tell the people where they can find you. In fact, tell people what you be into, because see, you be downplaying, you be real cool with your stuff. Tell people the stuff you be into and where they can find information on it and all of that goodness.
So my name is Maui Bigelow, MauiBigelow. That's my dad's last name. I messed it up. I'm everywhere on the internet at MauiBigelow.com. I hate to say this, but y'all can Google me. I write for a number of publications. I am a fashion and beauty influencer. I also produce events. I just had an event in April, celebrated year 11. We bring like 300 women from all of the United States and everywhere else to Atlanta to party, to celebrate, to bullshit. So yeah, like I'm a woman's woman. I'm all about catering to the souls of women. I love me some black folk. I love me some black men. Like, they done me dirty, but I still love they dirty draws. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I'm buying one. I get you one. Yeah, I get you one. Oh, see, you just trying to. I need to go and make sure I got security at the door when I get on that. Yeah. She came here with the guns of violence. What you got to take?
I mean, y'all be safe out here, man. Reflect, grow, and some sleep. That's what I'm about to go.
He's so sweet, y'all. He been sleeping.
This a nap master, man. He already
He
been getting it in, though. He been getting it in.
I want to say shout out to a brother whose birthday is today. I just met him about an hour ago, but his birthday
today. Shout out,
Gas.
Studio audience, man. Anyway, y'all know where to find Soundproof Homeroom. We appreciate y'all coming in here, hanging out with us. We're gonna keep doing what we do, man. Y'all keep following us, keep looking out for us, hit the like button, share it on your page if you like it. Share it. It helps us, and it's free.
Get out there and eat, and then get some head, like Mommy said.
Get some head. Sex all night, head in the morning. That's what Biddy said. Okay.
Y'all be